think kids have such a fear of going to the doctor? I mean,
well, it's a very uncomfortable experience, I'll admit. Sometimes when we examine them, it hurts, or if we look into their ear, it tends to be tender and we can hurt them. They remember getting shots, which hurt. Sometimes they remember getting terrible, yucky medicine in the office that makes them upset. So there are a lot of bad memories at the doctor's office when you're typically sick.
Right.
The children that come in for well visits, a typical checkup, usually tend to be the children that are not very afraid. It's the ones that happen to be sick very often and have some intervention that they don't like.
Now, one of the big things that can cause tantrums is telling a child he or she needs a shot. I can't tell you. I went through this 2 weeks ago. This is why I'm saying I feel this show with my daughter and the flu shot.
Right.
And we didn't really tell her. She knew that she was getting a shot. We didn't tell her what day it's happening.
Okay.
So we show up.
Okay.
And she knows that I said, we're getting the flu shot. And
the anxiety began.
Oh, the throwing yourself on the floor, holding onto my leg,
Right.
because she remembered a past experience that she had.
Right.
And from the moment we got to the waiting room, into the room with the doctor,
she was upset.
She was upset.
Well, that was all anxiety provoked. She had a lot of anxiety about what was about to occur. And this is why I think the best thing to do is to discuss it with her in the morning before you go to the office, discuss it in the car, tell her exactly what to expect. And that way, yes, she might have a little more anxiety because now she knows it's coming, but it just desensitizes her a little bit more. Explain that. I also like, especially the older ones, explain to them why it's so important and why they're getting it and how it's going to protect them. And that way there isn't such a shock when you get there. Another thing with shots is that it's interesting. I read this not in a medical book at all, but in a parenting book years ago, that we tend to apologize to our children for shots or for anything that we do in the doctor's office that might be painful.
And we shouldn't.
And we shouldn't.
It's for their good.
Exactly. And so apologizing just confirms that what we did was with malice.
Right.
So we should explain to them and not apologize and say, we did this for your own good, and that way we can decrease some of this anxiety and tension and fear revolving around a shot.